This is an MMA Insiders with Jason Floyd and Sam Caplan Quick Fix on Radio Influence.
You know, Sam, obviously the major news dropped on, late Wednesday afternoon. And, you know, I got a hold of the lawsuit. You've got a hold of this lawsuit as well. And I think we both had kind of the same reaction after we read it, and simply is, wow. I mean, it's an incredible read. It's out there online. I know MMAfighting.com has posted the entire lawsuit, so you can read it a lot. And look, and of course, we're 5 minutes into this show, and someone asked, what the over-under was of Sam saying, I'm not a lawyer, and of course,
21. 21 is the answer to that question. 21 times. And I just sent out a tweet. We're going to play the MMA Insiders drinking game. Every time I say I'm not a lawyer, but you've got to take a shot. So, you know, pause the show, go to your liquor cabinet, get some brown liquor, whiskey, Jägermeister, whatever it is, your drink of choice. Get ready because you will be drunk pretty early into this show.
Yeah, it's and first off, let's just throw this out there. These are allegations that Zach Light, you know, used to be a Bellator employee, is throwing at Scott Coker, Rich Chu, and the Bellator staff there. So let's just kind of put that out there. And this was filed on May the 24th in the Superior Court of California, the County of Los Angeles. And, you know, and the complaint is for wrongful termination based on public policy, and a jury trial is demanded. And first off, in terms of what's going on here, I think Bellator is kind of handling this very bad, honestly. They're essentially saying because it's a legal situation, they're not going to comment, which has always been the way they've handled this situation. But I'm sitting there going, when you have these type of major allegations being thrown at you and you're not commenting, I think that looks bad on Bellator, Sam. Am I wrong?
Well, they can't comment. It's not in Bellator's hands. It's in the hands of Viacom Legal. And Viacom Legal, I guarantee you, they came in and they said, you guys will not comment about this on the record anywhere. And that's because they're probably doing their own internal investigation. The lawyers that are going to be representing Viacom, they need to know exactly what happened. These are very serious allegations. They don't know all the cards that Zach Light and his attorney are holding. So I guarantee what they're doing right now, they're doing their own investigation. They're probably going through all the emails of Rich Chu, Scott Coker. Wouldn't surprise me if they've even asked for access to their cell phones and text messages. And they're trying to see if there's any kind of paper trail, if there's any anything that they as a company have to be severely worried about. And you're not going to have Scott Coker or Rich Chu come out and deny these accusations until you have all the evidence that's out there. You know, they need to figure out whether or not this is truly a he said versus he said situation, or if there's some shreds of evidence in the cloud, up in the cloud, so to speak. So any lawyer worth their salt is not going to allow anybody to comment on this for the record. You know, it just doesn't make, at least not initially. I mean, that's just not how things are done. So I think Bellator, they're handling it the only way they can possibly handle it right now.
And in the summary of claims, right at the beginning of the lawsuit, you know, talks about the health and safety of professional fighters and mixed martial artists, also saying that the plaintiff, which would be Zach Light, was shunned, harassed, slandered, and demeaned in an attempt to discredit and sabotage him. Also goes on to say that Zach was forced to go on a medical leave and was thereafter wrongfully terminated when he was attempted to return from medical leave. Now, this is a story that I want to share here. Now, you know, it was after Bellator 136 when Zach, and this is in the lawsuit, that is when he took his medical leave from Bellator. And it was probably 2 or 3 months after that, Sam, I got a tip that no one had seen Zach around Bellator events. And I had some people kind of asking me what was going on. I was like, all right, let me reach out to some people. Within literally, Sam, I'm not making this, 5 minutes of me asking someone in Bellator about Zach Light, I get a phone call in my office. And based on the area code, I pretty much figured it was Bellator. It was Bellator HR asking why I was asking about Zach Light, one of their employees.
Wow.
And I said, Zach is a matchmaker with Bellator. I'm a reporter. I am hearing that maybe he's not a part of the picture anymore. This is a news story. If Zach Light's not a part of the matchmaking process in Bellator. And the response was, okay, we'll get back to you. Sam, do you think they ever got back to me?
No.
The MMA Insiders with Jason Floyd and Sam Caplan can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, and RadioInfluence.com.